Alright, it started spritzing out there just now. No rain in the forecast until 2 minutes ago. So, we're sitting outside, and, well, he was sitting, I was standing. And I showed him a sprig of this. It was in my onion pot. I went to check it this morning. Purslane. Okay. We tasted it. I tasted it, and he's like, all right. Well, he's from West Virginia. I looked it up in the book. Under the herbs. Probably should have had this set up, but he just came in with it. My calendula is growing like crazy out there. Kind of happy. But I had bought this book. $50. But it's worth it. Let me see if they have it. Hold on. P. Let's go to P. Hang on. Do this one-handed. First name. P. I forget what page it's on. Persitilla. 124. That's the Latin genus. So I let him read it. And he actually started getting into it. 124. Yeah, I'm in the dark again. I don't need the light. I went to night school. Just kidding. 24. And I made him read it, even without his glasses, because this is a very big print book, which is very nice. And hang on, we're almost there. Yep, here we go. Is this it? Yeah, purslane. So, edible. Here. Purslane has a sour, salty flavor. I didn't find it to be bitter. Maybe it's because I grow it in my garden. Can be a little bitter when leaves are mature. Purslane leaves, stems, and flowers are edible, raw, cooked, and pickled. Ooh, I got a big jar of vinegar in there. When cooked like spinach, it can be a bit slimy. Yeah, because the juice comes out of it, probably. Cooked purslane does not shrink as much as most greens, so a small patch can provide vegetables for an entire family. Yeah, and I don't feel good right. I got a little bit of touch of that CV crap. The leaves can be pickled to provide purslane during the winter months. Oh. Seeds can be collected and ground into flour. Anyway, let me show you the picture. It looks like a shiny little mini jade plant, if you ask me. That's what I always thought it was. Anyway, I got a pot on the porch that's on the steps, I should say, growing. That's one of my little projects going on here. This one is finished. And the other one is finished. Anyway, I would suggest to everybody to buy dried, dehydrated fruits. Like the apricots, the mango, whatever, raisins, whatever. And stock up a little bit on them. Because you're going to need them because they're blocking the sun. And again, today. And D3 in the tablet form. In the polvules, if you can get them, that are off. Because once the shell on the polvule is dissolved, you have the liquid in there. The tablets, not so great. If you prefer the gummies, go the gummy route. It doesn't matter, but get the D3s just to have as a backup. I've been doing it a while. They're gonna find out that people are deficient in D3. They did my husband's blood work and mine, and they both said the same thing, that we were deficient in D3. It's like, yeah, all right, well, it's going to get worse as the time goes on. Vitamin City over there. So I tried to get him into the herbals and stuff, because when we move, back to this, I told him, I said, it's a gold mine. I said, this book. And he gave it back to me. He was actually reading it, though. And I was like, okay. And maybe we'll get into the herbs when we move. We'll have more room to be able to plant and stuff. And I told him about the other one. Oh, God, I can't remember the name of it now. And in the second year, you collect the flowers and stuff. Well, we had one plant in the yard, but I'm selling the house. I can't have weeds growing in my yard. You know what I mean? So, it's tall. What the heck is it? I can't remember. Anyway, it's good for colds and stuff like that. Anywho, that's what's going on. I want to do an update on the beets and the carrots and the onions and stuff like that, but I'm feeling like crap, guys, just saying. Yeah, the boxes are still here. I have, I still have to finish painting the rails on the front. I did the right side going down. I touched a couple of places that were rough, that he grinded down to bare metal. So I gave that a first coat, and I'm going to have to do a second coat on it. Not today, though, because it's going to rain. Just out of the blue, it's going to rain. You know, this is what's... He was going to do the backyard a little bit, and he was going to move that plastic shelving unit back underneath the stairs where it was before my son started doing his ADHD crazy. Oh, I'm going to clean. Okay. Clean, but it looks like a mess now. Okay. And he didn't finish. Never finishes. Anyway, there was something else, but I can't remember. Anyway, so I was watering my plants on the back porch last night at 2 o'clock in the morning. Last night about 7 o'clock, 7:30. I says, let me do a quick touch up on the spots on the rails. And the mosquitoes attacked me, okay? Attacked me. And yeah, so put the Benadryl on. I'm like, okay. No, I mean like 4 and 5 of them at a shot. Usually it's just like 1 or 2. No. This was, let's get Grace. Let's get Grace time last night. I'm like, all right. Hurried up. Slammed that last slab of paint onto the bare metal, and I ran up the stairs as fast as I could. Horrible. Okay. Because they got a mosquito out there now that will give you dengue fever or some stupid crap. I don't know. I give up with the news. I really did. It's stressing me out. Just driving me crazy. So this is a good book if you can afford to get it. I think it's a lot cheaper now. Good reference book. Yeah, see, it's like a paint on me. It's oil paint. So I have to keep the brush wet. I put it in a Ziploc baggie. Squish it into the corner. Roll the air out of it. Put a rubber band around the metal part of it. And it's actually good for the next day. But with oil paint, don't try and do that for the second day, because that ain't going to happen. But now it's raining, so. But I need to go to Dollar Tree. I got to pick up some things. Oh, there's Miss Lizzie. She just popped into the picture. How cute. Say hi, Lizzie. Hi, Mama. I'm going to sit right here because the dog is there. They were playing this morning. She was actually attacking the cat, and she was like, no, I don't want to. But they do play, though. It's funny. It's so cute. But she just came in from outside the dog. Anyway, just a few things going on. And I'm feeling better, but hey, you know, it is what it is. I gotta wait. Gotta wait it out and fight the battle. Have a good day, guys. Stay safe. Don't get sick. Take your vitamins.